Hello, welcome in today's video. In this episode, we'll be focusing on the topic of beliefs. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. This is the quote I first heard from Kevin Trudeau a few years ago. Kevin is a great business person and a mindset trainer. Please reflect on these words and try to guess whether this is just a play of words or there is some truth hidden in it. Albert Einstein once said that the most fundamental question the one needs to answer is, do I live in a friendly or hostile universe? Remember that the way we perceive our environment, whether we attribute to it the qualities of positivity or negativity, whether we think that the world around is full of cruelty and violence, or maybe that people around are cheating us all the time and we are kind of victims, or we perceive our world, our reality in a different manner. We see that people are friendly and open for our needs. It shapes the way we will perceive the whole life of ourselves, and also shapes the way that the people will react to us. Dr. Wayne Dyer, in one of his video trainings, gives such an example. Imagine that you stay in the middle of your room and suddenly the power is off, all the lights are gone, and you stumble in your living room and drop your keys. You think, oh my god, I will never find those keys. The huge darkness here inside, I cannot see anything. And suddenly you look through the window outside and you see that on the street there are street lights shining and illuminating everything that is out there. And you think, why should I stay here inside in the darkness? I will go outside and look for the keys there. And you go outside, you bend your knees and you look for those keys on the street. And suddenly your neighbor comes and he asks you, what are you doing? And you are saying, oh, I lost my keys. Then the neighbor answers, I can help you. And now you both are looking for the keys on the street. And at some stage and some moment your neighbor asks you, but where you lost your keys? Oh, I lost them in my flat, in my house. Why? This is totally irrational to look for the keys outside. No way, you answer. Irrational is to staying in the darkness. I could not see anything there. Here I have light and I can find my keys. Isn't it funny? The way we perceive the things create our reactions, create our motives, and create our behaviors. Not a long time ago, BBC published a series of videos focusing on the science. It was called The Story of Science. And there was an example of the man that was looking inside a small room. He was looking in this room through the window from some distance. This room was called the ant room. And there in the room stayed two men. One on the left side, in the left corner, and the next in the right corner. The one in the left corner was very short. And the man in the right corner was very, very tall, reaching the roof with his own head. And then suddenly those two men switched their places. The one from left went to right and the other to the opposite side. And what happened to this observer's astonishment? That the short guy became the tall one and the tall one became the short one. How come? Thought the observer. Then they switched the places other time. and it happened the same. The height changed. The observer could not believe that, and after those two men left this room, he went inside. And what he saw was that when he was standing in the left corner, there was a huge space above his head, and when he went to the right corner, there was very, very little space. He was knocking the roof with his head. Also, he seen and he observed that the floor, that the ceiling was sharply sloping from left to right, and actually the whole room was a kind of trapezoid. He went back to the position when he was observing the room and the guys through the window, and he seen that what he saw was just an illusion. It wasn't something that he believed in. What does it teach us about how our mind and how our brain is functioning? What does it teach us about beliefs that we have? Think about it. We are creating our beliefs, our way of perceiving the world, from day to day, from moment to moment. We are conditioning our brain. And usually we think, and this way our brain is conditioned, we think that in usual room, the space between the ceiling and the roof is the same in different parts of this room, are the same in different places in this room. And here in this ant room, the situation was different, and the observer's brain was not ready to perceive the scene in a different way. Take this into consideration and remember that in everyday life, the way you perceive your reality, what is happening around, whether it refers to the people around you, to your friends, to your family, whether it refers to social groups, whether this refers to yourself, to your own self-perception, all of this was conditioned by your own experience and by the things that your significant ones, by your family, mother, father, and your colleagues were telling you moment after moment. Our perception, our belief, is not only the reflection of how the world around is created, it's also the result of our constructing it. We create it from moment to moment. Think about it. Tomorrow we'll be speaking about two types of beliefs. The beliefs that empower us and beliefs that limit us. Bye till tomorrow. I wish you all the best. See ya.